Well, and a lot of companies, they're using multiple softwares to try to achieve the one result. From my perspective, which is housekeeping, I need one result. I need a clean house with a happy guest. That's all I need. So for my part of the puzzle, previously having two or three different softwares that you had to run reports from, compare X to Y, see if C knew what was going on, and I was getting the same consistent information. As when you're dealing with different software coming in, you're not always getting the same information that you need. So you had to filter it and, figure out what was the actual information you needed and make sure you had the information where it needed to be. Um, and with Breezeway, I don't have to do that anymore, which is great. I mean, even just the visual of Breezeway. I mean, it's easy to tell what's going on. Like you can look at your calendar, your dashboard, whatever, and you see the information you need in one spot. I can see the whole calendar for one house or all of the houses or whatever I need to look at. And it's, one click and I can see what I need, not, you know, having to hunt it down and try to figure out what it is. I mean, it's just, I feel like it's very intuitive for users when they look at Breezeway to know what they're looking at. It's very obvious. This is a clean, this is an inspection, this is maintenance. You're not guessing as to what's going on.
Hmm.
As I said, we have kind of different territories. So I have a custom view set up for like the northern area, then I have a custom view set up for the south area. So instead of trying to look at the whole big schedule, I can see these cleaners, work this area, these cleaners work this area. So I've really liked having that flexibility to, and then I have a schedule or a view set up just for the inspectors. So I know who's got what on what day. This person may have too many. I need to move some over to this person. Um, but it's also kind of split into the territories. So I know, okay, this person might have a little too many, but the other person's going to have to come from 35 minutes away. So we're going to have to adjust how it goes. So I really like being able to do the custom views of the schedule that I can save and just go back to again and again, to see what my schedule looks like.